Crystal Ball music.
Yeah, it's Mr. Cardi.
It's simply magical.
DJ Dish. I want you right now. I need you right now. I want you right now. I need you right now.
Hi, welcome once again to Writey Things with me, your host, Missy Turner, the segment where I talk about life stuff and write stuff, and generally just letting you know what's going on with my week, what I've been up to, and what I've learned and my journey as an author so far. So, happy July, everyone. As you know, new month means I'm introducing a new author for the month and then new book. So, book of the month is something all new author, all that great stuff. So our writing tip is going to come from my author, but everything else, the quote and highs, lows and stuff, all those things I like to do during the segment are going to come from me. So let's get into it. My writing quote for the week comes from my boy Stephen King. It says, if you don't have time to read, you don't have time or the tools to write. Simple as that. So I can see that, I guess most people learn how to write by reading. Most of the tools we pick up anyway are from the books we read. What inspires us to first start writing, if anything? It's like you read an awesome book and you say, oh my gosh, I wish I could read that. So I get that. I can see where he's coming from with that. So let's talk about my high for the week. This week, I discovered that Stargate Atlantis is on Hulu, people. So, you know what I'm going to be doing with my week is probably going to be stargating when I'm not writing, because I actually have like a project I'm supposed to complete. But with all the Stargate business going on, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I might be trapped in that. Low for the week was, I had an incident with like a friend. No, let's just say family member. And she was trying to help out, but she involved herself in a situation that she shouldn't have involved herself in. And it just made it like way worse, like way worse. So it was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, I'm cross with her. I'm pretty upset. But you know what? I will probably forgive you by the week's end. I'm not speaking to her right now, but I will be anyway, I'm big on forgiving. Besides, if it just takes me a few days, not a big deal. Everyone makes mistakes, right? But still, that wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. Alright. So, let's get to my favorite part. Laugh of the week. And I'm not gonna lie, Facebook was funny these past couple of weeks that I've been away. So, shout out to my little brother, Johnny Lowe, for the awesome picture. My friend, Sophia, aka Classy Safi, very funny. And Sukwa Sinkala. So there's 3 up here. So I just want to say, shout out, enjoy my laughs for the week. I hope you guys find them funny too. Here we go.
You the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. So girl, vibe with me. I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man. With your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am. Who I am. Comfortable, but take it slow. Fast forward.
Okay, so let's talk about our book of the month, guys. This month, well, I'm always reading a lot of books, so technically it's not the only book I'm reading, but this month we're going to be talking about Revenge from Mars by T.W. Embry. Okay, I've actually read another book by him before. It was called Alien Manifesto, The Adventures of Thomas Scott, the human Thomas Scott. So that one was pretty good, actually. I enjoyed it. So I haven't started Revenge from Mars yet, but that's what I'm going to be talking about this month as we go along. So let's talk about T.W. Embry. Actually, let's look at the book cover, as we do, author picture, and his writing tip for all you aspiring writers out there. Here we go, T.W. Embry.
Girl, vibe with me, I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man. With your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am. Who I am. Comfortable, but take it slow. Fast forward, take it off. A minute all day, all night. You can take all of my time, girl, give me that. If you with it, I'll be Optimus climb, we be transformed when I grind. I'm like, oh, she make it wiggle, then she drop it.
Alright, so T.W. Embry started out as a culinary master, or preparing to become a culinary master. So he was in like cooking school, you know, he was trying to be a chef and all that, and he was doing like the essay portion of his it's school, you know, they're always making you write stuff. So he's doing the essay portion, and his teacher was like, wow, this is pretty well written, how many books have you written? And he was like, well, why would I write books? I'm trying to be a chef. So that's pretty much how he got started on his writing path. You know, we all start from somewhere. But after that, you know, when the culinary school thing was not really, you know, going well, he was like, you know what, maybe I should just write. You know, as a kid, he wrote like ghost stories to scare his grandmother. And, you know, so he remembered. He said, no, maybe this is my path. And that was like 5 years ago, and it's been 5 years, I think. And he's been writing for that long. So that's how he started. He's got 2 books out, like I said, you know, The Revenge from Mars and Alien Manifesto. So that's about the author. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about this book, Revenge from Mars. As you know, I always like to read the synopsis. And as the weeks go, I'm going to tell you like my version of the story. Because, you know, I like to just put a little missy on it. I like to put a little missy on it. Alright, so here's the synopsis. I'm going to read it really quick. Okay, here we go. In the future, Earth is controlled by one man, Supreme Leader Jeremiah Johnson. Fueled by a desire to control the world, Jeremiah Johnson infiltrated himself into the mega churches and led a campaign of suppression and subversion that resulted in one church of enlightenment. With himself as leader, the political influence of the church extended into the political arena, where Jeremiah Johnson was also elected supreme leader of the world. With both the power of the church and the government in his hands, nothing stands between Jeremiah and world domination. Henry's parents, who were on a mission to uncover evidence that would undermine the doctrine that is the foundation of the Church of Enlightenment. 10-year-old Henry watched as his parents were deemed heretics and violently murdered by a death squad of church fanatics. Captured by fanatics himself, Henry is sent to a church orphanage to be reprogrammed. After 6 years of captivity, he manages to escape and begin life on the run. He meets the love of his life, Annie Pearl, who shares his hatred of oppression that has created a world of extreme wealth and extreme poverty. When Annie is murdered for her outspoken views, Henry's life is set on a course of revenge and hatred. His mission to destroy the supreme leader, Johnson, will take him all the way to the Martian desert surrounding the new Mars colony. On Mars, he hopes to find the proof his parents were seeking, the evidence that will topple an empire and exact revenge for the murder of those he loved. Okay, that was quick, right? Alright, so you have the general idea. So as I read this story, you know, I'm going to tell you guys what I like, what I don't like, and all that's going on with that, you know, my usual stuff. Okay? Alright. Now, question of the week, last but not least, as we end the segment, somebody messaged me and asked me, how much research do I do when I'm writing a novel? And it just depends on the novel. Can I help you, Quinn?
Oh, I gotta use the bathroom for a second.
It depends on the novel. So,
Okay.
if it's something about like spaceships and stuff like that, you know, I'm not like a scientist or a rocket builder or spaceship builder, whatever you call them, but I would need to know specifics about the ship, you know. I know the basic stuff like bulkheads and, you know, the consoles, but you know, there's always stuff that you need to learn. Like the other novel I wrote, Metal Pig Portal, is kind of medieval, so people are always fighting and they have all kinds of weapons and stuff. So that required a little more research because I don't know a lot about weapons. I mean, I now know a lot about weapons, but I didn't before I started. So it really just depends on what I'm doing. But I think I'm pretty much done. I hope I answered that question successfully. It depends. Like I said, it depends. A lot of research may go into a lot of things. Sometimes I don't do any research at all. Depends what I'm writing. Okay, that being said, I think we're done with the segment for the week. We'll probably be back. No, we will be back next week. We'll talk about Revenge from Mars a little more. I'll let you know what's going on with that. In conclusion, well, I do have to go now and tend to my co-hosts. As you can see, they're getting nosy and impatient, and they keep coming in and out. And also, they're doing things like this. Yeah. Who in their right mind does that? Have a good week, okay? Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next segment of Writey Things. Bye.